Good morning. It's the start of the week here, New Year's Eve, almost. Tomorrow will be New Year's Eve. Down here doing what we do. Let me turn this camera around. Last time you saw that Jan was drilling holes and doing some calculations. And he's again doing the same thing to figure out, we want to add some gussets in here and need to know what the radius of the wheel casters are going to be. So that's what he's doing. We've now come up with our second radio tray, so we should be getting ready. We should be getting ready to install those soon. Jan has been whittling away at this other oil drain cover, getting ready to do the Dzus fasteners for it, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the day. So I had a comment on my last video. Somebody didn't know what a Dzus fastener was. Let me show you. So this is one version of a Dzus fastener. This one has slots to be able to engage it. And then this is a grommet that goes on and retains it in the hole here. And then what that does, it interlocks with a spring wire in here, and it pulls it in and keeps these panels tight. And there's lots of those all over the place. And this is a different style of Dzus fastener, but Dzus is a brand name, DZUS. And a lot of warbirds use these to provide quick access to internal stuff. And they were one thing that we've been waiting for quite a while in order to get our panels that we needed Dzus fasteners, so we can get those done and they'll be ready for installation when the airplane is ready. So Jan is getting ready to install our Dzus fasteners in this panel. Now he's already cut the hole to the size of the Dzus fastener, and he's used the tool, you know, like this, and then like that, and then we've got a tool. You want to grab that, Jan? Got a tool, and that goes in there, and that's how he gets the first dimple done. Now he has to resize that hole so that the grommet that holds this together can come through. Once he has that drilled out, then he's got this other dimpler, and we'll put the Dzus in the hole. We'll put the grommet in the resized hole, and then we'll set it all into this other tool, and that will crimp that grommet, and that will fix the Dzus fastener so it can't fall out. So we'll just let Jan carry on here. He was just deburring the hole.
I have to get a little hammer here.
Okay. I think you're going to have to go up a size, aren't you?
Well, I don't want to go too much more, but...
Okay. All right. So now here's the Dzus itself. So now it's all about crimping it in place.
Yeah, we'll do some vice action here. See if what happens.
Okay.
And there you go.
And you're a wizard at these because you had a whole bunch of them to put in the Mustang cowls,
I
right?
did. So that's the process for that one.
Fantastic.
Now we can go ahead and confidently drill out the other ones.
Okay. So here's all the ones that Jan did for his cowling. And this is just one of them on the Mustang. And he had to seat all of them. There's more over there. All right. Jan's got this all populated. We're going to go try it on the airplane, make sure it fits. I have no idea how this is going to look on camera or if I'm going to be able to do this, but we'll find out. Oh, that fit really nice. Let's keep on keeping on here. Okay. Very nice. So Bob is getting ready to do some more wiring in here. Those are over voltage relays that he's got to wire in, and it's got to come down through here, go forward through the cockpit and up into the nose. So went in and I stripped all of the panels out and getting ready for him to work on that. And we'll see how much of that he gets done. Good morning. Happy New Year. Got a care package yesterday after the New Year. It's Friday morning, down here working at the hangar. And like I said, got a care package from another A26 guy that sent us some parts that we desired. Let me turn this around. Okay, so the first thing is, this is a genuine A26 vacuum and fresh air manifold for the vacuum system as originally spec'd on an A26. He had a spare and sent it to us. This has an adjuster. So this is the vacuum valve, and this is so you can adjust the amount of vacuum that you're getting. So I've already got it cleaned up and blasted. Just got to wash it and get some paint on it, and we'll put it back together and start figuring out how we're going to mount it in the airplane. The other thing in the care package were some window frames that we were missing. They're both fairly damaged, but I'm reasonably confident I can straighten them out. And we'll see if we can get these installed. So thanks, Zach, for the care package. We'll make use of it. Okay, let me show you what I've been doing. So these are the window frames that Douglas devised for these aircraft. And basically that's there to hold a seal in place for the clamshell canopies. Well, when we got the airplane, this clamshell had been tied down, bolted down so it could not open. And I think that's why they left these in here, which is the better part anyway. Now let me go show you the other side. So this is the part that OnMark or maybe somebody else installed. And it's really heavy. I mean, this thing is made of steel. It's not aluminum. So what Zach sent me, this is one of the pieces. I've got it straightened out, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be okay. I got to check with the head honchos to make sure they're happy. Now I got to do the same thing to this. This is the one that goes over the top over there on the airplane. So I've got to straighten this out, get it cleaned up, and see where we go from there. So stand by. Okay, I've got a lot of the straightening out done on this. I got a little tweak right here, and I've got a lot of the old seal off of it. So let me get this blasted, and we'll see how well it fits the airplane. So something I didn't take into consideration when I was straightening this out. Now it's too big to go in our little tiny sandblaster, so I'm going to have to make other plans, but I've got it pretty well straightened out, and I've cleaned off a little more of the weather stripping. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this thing's about this much too long to go into sandblaster. So I'll figure out something. So stand by. We'll see what happens next. All right. Got these all cleaned up. Let me turn this around. And there's the other one, all blasted. We're going to have some work to do. For whatever reason, this extra plate was put in here. And so we don't exactly have access to the original screw holes behind here. So these do not match up well. They don't match up at all. Back here, there's going to have to be a couple of adjustments made, but that frame is matches up remarkably well with the holes that are in this particular fuselage from wherever these came from. Anyway, we'll have a conversation here when the boys get back from lunch and see how we proceed. Oh, one other thing. There's our fire suppression gadgetry and wizardry that between Jan and Bob and John got that all, and Bob's currently wiring it up as we're speaking. But that's a whole lot better location than when it was down in front of the pilot's control column. I just want to drop a word about the GoFundMe. We've gathered enough funds to pick up our first radio. Hang on. That's our first of two of SL30s. This is a Garmin navigation and communication radio. We're going to have another one to sit right on top of it in the airplane. But that gives us one step closer to having this airplane ready to fly. So if you can see your way fit to drop some money in the GoFundMe, we'd greatly appreciate it. We are self-funded and we are not a charity. So everything has to come through either the volunteers or Dave's pocketbook. So I'll drop a link in the description below for the GoFundMe, and I'll keep you apprised of how we're doing. So thank you very much for those that have donated. If you can, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Well, it's the end of the day here at the hangar, and got some stuff done today. Got a first coat of paint on that vacuum control valve. Got those frames straightened out for the window. We just had a bunch of people coming through and getting a tour. So I'm gonna say goodbye here from my truck, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. And if you've gotten any value out of it, if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe box and also hitting the like, and then if you'd share out my videos, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're making great progress here. It's awesome, and I appreciate everybody that's watching, and we'll see you next time.